Good morning to all. In our last class, we have done the lymphatic circulation in human beings. Today, we are going to start our class with transportation in plants. Now, the way animals have the transportation system, same way plants also have transport system for movement of variety of material like food, water, minerals. They also have the system, and this system use the vascular tissue or conducting tissue, that is xylem and phloem. You have learned about xylem and phloem in the ninth standard. Xylem is formed of four components and phloem is also formed of four components. Xylem help in transport of water and mineral from root to upper parts of the plant, whereas phloem transport the food or sucrose from leaves to other parts of the plant, and this is referred as translocation. Now, in comparison to animals, the plant transport system is very simplified and require less energy. The reason for this is because the plants cannot move, and in their body the majority cells are the dead cells, so they need less maintenance, and that is why the transport system is formed by the conducting tissues only. Now, plant needs variety of minerals like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, zinc, iron, nickel, and all these are transported from roots to the different parts. Now, let us see the transport systems. Here are the two transport systems given. One is going to transport the water and mineral through the tracheids and vessels, and the other are going to transport the sugar and food from leaves to other part, that is maintained by the phloem. Now let us see the transportation of water and mineral. The flowchart is given here, and this flowchart gives you clear idea that from the soil the minerals and water are absorbed by the xylem, that is tracheids and vessels. These minerals and water move from root xylem to stem xylem. From stem xylem they get in the xylem of the leaves. The excess water is lost through stomata, and that is known as transpiration. Now, due to this transpiration, a suction pressure or pull is created, and as a result of this suction pull, the water moves up a plant. So, transpiration of water play a very important role when it comes to transport of water from soil to various heights. Now, let us see the various type of pressures that are causing the movement of water. The first pressure that is responsible is a root pressure. From the name only it is very clear that this pressure is built up by water in the root cells, that is the root epidermis, root hairs, root cortex, root xylem, and it pushes the water in the root xylem. The next pull is the transpiration pull. Just now I have told you that transpiration is basically the loss of water by leaves in the form of water vapor. So the pull created by this loss of water through leaves create a suction pull that helps in driving the water in the upper direction, and that is known as the transpiration pull. Now third is the capillary action. This capillary action is helping in conduction of water by xylem, and it pushes the water up in the xylem vessels. Now let us come to the phloem transport. Here you can see that the leaves are the part where food is manufactured, and the food that is manufactured is transported from leaf to various parts. The food goes to roots also, the food goes to stem also, it goes to branches also, it goes to buds also, flowers also, and this complete process is known as translocation. Now the food is prepared in the leaf, so leaf is the source, and wherever the food is taken, that is roots, root hairs, flowers, buds, that part is known as sink. Sucrose is the main food that is being translocated. Now, when you talk about the transportation of xylem and transportation of phloem, you will find out that xylem transport is always unidirectional. That is, The root and the mineral always move from soil to stem, from stem to branches, from branches to other parts. That is, always the water is moving from down to upward direction. But when you talk about the phloem transport, the phloem transport is bidirectional or multidirectional, because leaf is centrally located in plant, and from that leaf the food goes down to root also, the food goes up to stem also, it go to branches also, it go to flowers also, buds also, and this food is further required by the plant for its growth and development. Food transportation is an active process, that is, it requires the energy for transportation, whereas the water transportation is a passive process, that is, it occurs by diffusion and no energy is required. That is all for the day today. See the video and kindly note down the important points, and in case of any doubt or any query, you can please call. Thank you.